Hello, 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 hello. What is up? What is up? What is up? Just double checking the stream. Yes, we are live. Sorted. Let's post this on Instagram also. So, we are live today. We'll be talking about ChatGPT Codex. Join me here fast. Hi guys, how are you? How is Jivan? I'm just sharing it on my Instagram, jaldi se, so that we can start after this. I'll just double check everything is fine. If I choose scene 2, let's see if it is updating. Yes, it is updating. Sorted. Let's go back to full screen mode. बढ़िया एकदम. Looks good. Am I audible? Long time, long time. How are you guys? What is up? What is going on? Jaldi se introduce yourself. What do you do? Where are you from? So that we know. So that I know. But like, what is the common level? Kya kya we have to discuss? What all do we want to discuss? I'll also add a poll after some time to ask which language do you want me to continue in. I'm planning to do it in English so that more viewers can actually understand. We recently did a video on Claude Code, and like the response was super amazing, so I thought why not let's do a live session with Codex. So I'll be showing you how you can use Codex, what are the different things. And Codex is by ChatGPT, and like ChatGPT is by OpenAI, so Codex is from OpenAI. And we'll be talking about how you can install it, how you can use it, what are the different types of projects you can build, what are the different small nitty gritty details that you need to like know about. Everything that you need to know we'll be talking about in this session. So jaldi se introduce yourself and फिर we'll get started. Let me just open the chat. I can see. Nice, nice, nice. Hi, hi, hi. I'm building. आवाज़ कम आ रही है. Can you guys hear me better now? एक बारी just let me know. G stack for front end बता दो. Hello brother. I learn cyber security Rohan Jharkhand. I'm a founder. Nice, nice. Amazing. I'm Aryan, SG in a company. Been doing Codex for front end, Python crash course. Studying in class 8th. Nice, yeah. Crazy. Okay. We will wait for some more people to join in and then we can start this. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. मैं और जगह भी शेयर कर देता हूँ इसको. You guys also share it with your friends who you think can actually learn from this and it will be useful for them. Great. I've shared it with more people and everything looks good. So, do you know what Codex is? एक बारी, if I'll just add a poll, I just want to know if you guys know what Codex is. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Some people know, but there are a lot of people who don't know about it as well. As I can see, 70 around 70% of people know about Codex. Only 30% people don't know about it. So, फिर भी I'll just go through it. What exactly Codex is? Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, jaldi se yes, 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 yes kar do. Also, do like the stream so that it can reach to more people like you who are interested in learning about new AI tools and they don't miss about it. Oh, 40% people don't know about it. Now we have more people who don't know about Codex. Cool, I'll just end this poll and I have already shared my screen. As you can see, Codex is a agent where you can code. It's like developed by OpenAI. So if you want to build any product, if you want to build your startup, if you want to write code, most of the companies right now are using one of the LLMs, one of the coding agents for their work. You might have known about multiple coding agents and Codex is one of them. You must have heard about Cloud Code, Codex, Cursor, there is Augment, there is VS Code with GitHub Copilot, and there are so many which you generally use. And Codex is one of them, which is developed by OpenAI. Cool. What it does, it writes code for you, understands your unfamiliar code bases, reviews code for you, debugs and fixes problem, automates development and tasks. And we'll be going through all this. There are multiple ways to actually run Codex. One of them is directly in the browser. As you can see, we are running it here in the browser. The other option is running the app. If you are on Mac or Windows, now even Windows has the app, you can download it and set it up. And the third is using terminal. You can use a terminal. I'll show you how you can install, and using a terminal you can install Cloud Code here and use it. So there are multiple ways you can. So there is terminal also. You can use Codex in the terminal as well. Okay. We'll take we'll have a Q&A as well at the end. Okay? So don't worry, if you have any questions, we'll have a Q&A for you at the end of the stream. Don't go anywhere, don't leave the stream so that you don't miss out on anything. Okay, so what are we going to do today? I have created a basic project. I'll show you. There are multiple Versal projects that I've hosted. This is the Miles product that I'm working on right now. This is my startup. I created a real scripting tool for my team. We'll be committing on this particular tool. You can log in into this. I'll just help you go through it once. I think Nishant @test something like this I have created. If not, we'll sign up. We'll create this. We'll create a new account. So I created this for my team where they can actually write scripts, and I have created a full like metrics ke liye a different page where you can actually put all the details for a particular reel. If you have made, you can write scripts here. It is connected to the internet. I want to add more features to this, so we'll be adding the features to this live. I'll also give you the access to this GitHub repo at the end of the stream. And there is also a surprise for you guys. You can actually win Claude. You can actually win credits for Codex, and how you can do that, I'll be talking about that at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so I'll just open GitHub. I've been vibe coding a lot for the past few months. You can see my GitHub is green now comparatively. All the repos that I have. This is the repo that I was working on. This was updated last week. This is created in Next.js, and most of the code was done using an LLM. So I've already added it. I'll just open it here. You can just create a new playground. I want to add a new project here. When you want to add a new project here, click on new project. All my files are inside code. This is the file item. I'll import all these as well, and my project is imported. So I've created a small presentation for you guys. So Codex for real developers and workflow, how you can plan, code, test, review and ship code using AI, and that too very fast. Not just an autocomplete. Codex is not just autocomplete. You can actually like write a lot of code, verify code, test code, and you can find bugs using Codex. The best part I love about Codex is you can directly use it inside GitHub. You can find bugs and fix bugs. It works as a really good reviewer. We'll be talking about real workflows, So what Codex actually is, Codex is a coding agent, not just a chat interface. It operates across multiple surfaces. You can use it in CLI, IDE, cloud style. Uh, you can like read files, edit files, run commands, and you can actually give it a scope. Like what do you want to do with it? You can prompt, it will act, you can verify if everything is fine, and then you can review. So as you can see here, if you want to get started with Codex, we will click on this quick start wala thing. Here you have all the setup. You can use it in app, you can use it in IDE, you can use it in your terminal, CLI, or your browser using this cloud version. I'll just open it. So this is the cloud. I have already connected this to my Reel Scripter uh, like project. We'll be adding more features to that. Similarly, you can run it in the ID that you want. You can do it like this. I'll click on open VS Code. It will open VS Code for me. Once VS Code is run, you can just go to this extensions wala thing. Search Codex here. When you search Codex, you will find Codex by OpenAI. Just install the original version by OpenAI. Don't install random things, okay? And click on install. It will get installed. It will ask you to like authenticate yourself. So we'll authenticate as we'll also authenticate. And there is a version, there is an option to add an app as well. As you can see, you can download it in your PC or inside your Mac, and the normal CLI version also I'll show you. Cool. So this is done. You have a option to auto update. I think you should select this because they keep on adding new features every day. When we click here, here is our Codex. I'll open the project inside this as well. Cool. Yes, I trust. So I've added the project inside this. I can talk to the agent directly here now. Cool. So we know now what are the different ways you can actually run Codex. Right? You can run it inside the cloud. You can run it inside your VS Code or any other IDE as well. If you want to run it in Cursor, if you want to run it in Anti-Gravity, you can do it in any of the IDEs that you like. You just have to go to extensions and search for Codex, and you can use the app itself too. Cool. So when you start with any repo, what you have to do is you have to do this slash command. Slash ke baad, see, you will find all the different commands that are pre-built or pre-installed here. So I want to start with understanding what this project is about. So I'll just do init. So I'm treating init as a quick repo bootstrap. I'll scan the code base, confirm the current repo, and then we'll go on compact working summary we can go forward with. So it will go through everything. It will learn what the project actually does, and then we'll start working on our main features. And while this is being done, I'll see the chat. I'll see if you have any questions. कोडिंग सीखना है, रोड मैप बता दो. We'll do this at the end of the session, ठीक है? Don't worry. Do you have any questions till now? Like any questions about Codex, how you can download which, like where you can install it, how you can install it, how you can learn more about it. This is the basic version, so this is how you do it. If you don't have any issues, just type yes, then we'll continue with our session. How to download? Can you do this in Cursor? You can add this to Cursor as well, because Cursor is built on top of VS Code, right? So what you can do is, I don't have Cursor installed, but I have anti-gravity installed. You can do the same thing. Go to extensions, search for Codex. Anti-gravity doesn't have it. Lol. By default uses this as marketplace. This can be changed, but it should be there. I think you can install it because it gives you an option to do all this inside any of these like Cursor, anti-gravity, or your VS Code as well. So we have opened it. Let's try to find its Codex. You can't use it directly, but what you can do is, inside any of the code editors, open terminal, click on new terminal. When you run a new terminal, what you can do is, you can install Codex using the CLI. Click copy this and just paste it. It will install OpenAI Codex CLI, and we can use the CLI version then to use it inside any of your favorite, like what do you call it, any of your favorite IDEs. Okay, so once this is done, just you have to write Codex and it should start. Yes, I want to continue, and done. You can add skills, you can add anything, as we talked about the slash command. Slash commands work here as well. Slash init, you can, when you do slash init, it will start working on the init thing. Agents.md is already here because we did the slash init wala command here, and as you can see, you'll find the agents.md. So this has created the basic version of the, like, basic understanding of the app. Whatever our app currently does, it has here how you can run it, what it does. It's a AI powered script writer for Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. As you can see, this is the tech stack. These are the files that it has. These are the different models it has added, and the environment variables. I've used Supabase to like have the backend to save all the scripts. I'm using Anthropic's and Google API to analyze and create content. You can add like your normal OpenAI keys as well. Cool. Any other questions? How to download, I think we have already answered. How to train agent for fully automated tasks. We create our own agentic models. We'll be talking about agents as well. Like, there is a way to actually use agents. There is a way to actually schedule tasks as well. But like, this is the first version. It has created the basic agents.md file for us. And if I want to scan for bugs, what I can do is, help me find bugs in the UI and a plan to fix those. So we can use plan mode. We have added the plan mode. We are using, let's use GPT 4.5 high and enter. So it will start. It will go through the code base once. If it finds any issues, it will create a plan to actually fix those issues, and we can run another agent to actually fix the current issues that we have. So this is what Codex is, where Codex fits into your developer lifecycle. So if you are working with a startup, if you have your own projects, if you want to start building and start earning using your apps, you just have to plan first what you want to build it, test it, review it, and add the documentation for add the documentation using Codex, and you can do all these things directly using Codex. Cool. Any doubts till now? I'm going to inspect the main UI surfaces and run non-mutating checks so we can separate real bugs from stylistic issues. Then I'll narrow down it into a concrete plan. So this is how it does it. So if you know about a software development life cycle, how exactly it works is, let me just do full screen ekbari. So if you know about software development life cycle, how it works is, first you plan things, what features do you want to build, what things that you want to build. Once that is done, you write a PRD, product requirement doc, right? PRD, that is what you write. Once you write the PRD, you give it to the developers to actually start working on it. If you have a design team, then you actually get the designs done and then you start working on the code. Cool. And if you don't have a design team, you directly start building it. Once you start building it, after you build, you actually test whatever you have built. After testing each and everything, you will find some bugs, then you like fix those bugs. And once you fix those bugs, your code goes for review. Your peers who are also working on other tasks but on the same repo, or the people who are in your team, actually review your code, and finally you create a documentation which gets added to GitHub when you push the final changes. So you can use Codex for each of these. When you are planning, you have some things in your mind, you write it down, you ask Codex to actually create a plan from those, as we are doing right now. So I asked it to analyze if there are any bugs. It will create a plan. Once the plan is done, it will give the plan to me. Okay. My bad. Cool. And you can even use it for documentation. Documentation in this time is really important because earlier humans used to know which feature is done by whom, right? But आज के time पे it's not that easy to actually figure out because most of the people are using AI to actually write code. When there are so many people writing hundreds and thousands of line of code using AI, they don't actually remember which feature was built by whom. You can figure it out for sure, but they don't know exactly what was done using AI. So if you have documented everything properly, then you know what was written, how you can use it, and even your agent can use it, right? That's why documentation is really important, and you can use Codex to do that as well. So it's still creating the plan for us. So how do you actually use models like these? There are three things that you need. First is your context, second is your constraints, and third is your verification. What do you mean by context? Whenever you're writing any code, so I'll show you exactly. So whenever you're fixing any bug, whenever you're writing any code in a particular file, you should always do this. Do @ and add the file name. So for example, we want to add the file name chat area. So chat area, we'll use this file and we'll enter this file. Now your LLM Codex here has the access to this particular file, and it knows it needs to change something inside this particular file, right? So it will go through it and change it. If you don't give it context to like which feature do you want to be built where, which file do you need to access, it will try to find the file first, and during this time it will lose a lot of lot of tokens for you. It will take up a lot of context, and the final output that you get might not be that good because of this reason. ठीक है? Any doubts till now? We are still waiting for this to get done. Until this is done, let's do one thing. Let's create a new app. ठीक है, I'll ask you guys only. What do you want me to create? Let's create a very small basic version of any app. You give me a suggestion. I'll create an app in front of you. By the time this is being done, we can create a new project because you have multiple agents that you can run together. We'll actually run multiple agents, and we can do multiple tasks together. That is why having these LLMs with you is really amazing. Cool. So first, type out any project that comes to your mind, anything that you want me to build. We'll try building it together inside the stream. I'll give you 3 4 options when everyone has given their suggestions, and we'll start building one of those. Until this is done, let's talk about few more things that you have. There are multiple plugins and skills that you can add to your codex. Cool. Plugins are basically different apps that you already have. You can use them directly inside Codex, for example, GitHub, Slack, Notion, Gmail, and like things like Sentry, there's Canva, all these things you can directly use inside your Codex. How you can use it? You just have to click on add this. For example, I've added GitHub directly. You can just click on Notion, reference mention charts and memories. I'll click on install Notion and it will install Notion for me. Cool. So this gets added to my ChatGPT as well. So it is getting added to my ChatGPT currently. Cool. I'll ask it to connect. Now I'll continue to Notion. And done. So I gave ChatGPT access to my Notion. Now it can get access. It can add files, update files if I ask it to do, right? So Notion is done. We'll close this. Similarly, you can add others too. For example, now you can see Notion got added. GitHub is already added. You can add Figma to this. You can add Google Calendar to this, and you can search more plugins. For example, if I want to try out Vercel, I can add Vercel to this and push code directly to Vercel and deploy it so that other people can also use it. I don't see any of you giving any suggestions. What should we build using Codex? Let's check. Also, when you are using app, you can actually see how much context window is already used using this. As you can see, 10% is used currently. There are total 258k tokens. Please give options if you have in mind. Let's start simple. If habit tracker, we can build a AI interviewer. We can build what else can we do? I've created another app using this. I'll show you that as well. It's a Twitter scraper which I use to get the latest tweets so that I can like go through the tweets that I only want to check out, because when you go to Twitter or any other app, there's so much noise and you are not able to learn anything interesting, and like a lot of the noise is ads, right? Give some more suggestions. AI interviewer and habit tracker are too common. Time spent on app tracker. Okay, time spent on app tracker looks good. App which gives real-time updates of newly launched technologies, AI models and agents. We can do this. This is also interesting, but we'll need a API, like some API to actually fetch all these things. But let's try. Any other for screen time? I think it will be tough for us to build an app, because like building an app, publishing it, actually able to test it out will be tough. But I think we can do this. Smart study planner. What do you mean by smart study planner? What exactly do you mean by smart study planner? It was taking too much time, so I just asked it to run again. Let's add a new project. We'll add a new file. Finally, local services app. Let's do a real time update app. ठीक है? Real updates. We'll open this. Cool. We'll start a new chart. I want to build an app to get daily updates for updates around updates on things going around in the world, for AI, geopolitics and startups. So we'll ask it to create a PRD to start working on this app. I want to build this in Next.js. Cool. So I have given it a basic prompt. It should start working on it. Okay, let's work on this. If you have any other opinion, then let me know. Should we build AI daily updates app? We'll make this open source as well, so that you guys can actually contribute to this. Use Codex to actually contribute to this. We'll use Codex to review your PRs, and it'll be a good learning opportunity for all of you. As we have started working on this, I'll also show you what all you can do with Agents.md. There are so many things that you can actually do with Agents.md. If you go to quick start and if you go to explore, you will find so many things that you can do using Codex. We want to get started. Once we have started, learn more about the Codex app. As you can see, so both are done. So our first task is done. It has created the UI bug fix, created chart input transcript, remove the attachment button for composer until attachments are implemented. So we have not implemented attachments currently. But as you can see, this there is a button which is not working. It will remove this, then replace the broken landing loading dot animation with the locally defined by keyframe. Keep the current send and multi-line behavior unchanged. So I think it looks good. There are some files that it is working on. This is the test how it will do. I think yes, implement this. We'll ask our agent to implement this, and then we'll check the code. While it is happening, I think most of you want us to build the daily updates app. So let's go ahead and we'll build the daily updates app. So we have our PRD. Let's open this PRD. Here you can see real updates, product name is real updates, web application using Next.js, daily intelligence dashboard about briefing, AI geopolitics, and we can add more things here later on. Problem statement, professionals who care about AI geopolitics and startups currently rely on scattered sources, X newsletter, blah 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 blah. Too much noise, okay. Vision, fast, credible, blah blah blah. Looks good. So primary goals is delivering one high quality daily briefing across the three core categories, help users understand both the update and its importance, build a clean reading user experience, launch the MVP, allow users to personalize categories. Looks good. I think let's add it to the MVP as well. This should give us more sense. We can update it like this. I think looks good. We'll save this. I'll ask it to start working on the PRD. Start working on the PRD. Also, I want the UI to be minimalistic. I know the spelling is wrong, but it's fine. Cool. So it will start working on it. We have already initialized another agent, and you can run multiple agents inside this as well. If I click on new chart, it will create a new chart for me. And if I once we have multiple tasks, we can assign different tasks to each of these. You can review the changes as well directly inside here. Okay, so we talked about plugins, how you can add multiple plugins. You can connect all these apps. If you want to use them, you can use them directly. Then you have automations. So if you want to do something every day, you can use automations for this. For example, you want to summarize yesterday's Git history, you can use this. If you want to synthesize this week's PR rollout incidents and review into a weekly update, you can do this. How you can do it? You can just click on this, use this template. You'll have to select which project you want. I want to add this to our Reels update one. I want to do it on weekdays 9 a.m. and I'll create it. So I have created an automation where it will give me a stand-up update. I'll make this repo open source. You can add your PRs to this, and then we'll be able to actually run this automation as well. And you can create multiple other automations too. You can use a template. There are all other templates as well. Summarize last week's PR's teammate, trigger age new issues, blah blah blah. You can do all these things. So here it has made all the changes to the new files. You can open this inside your VS Code. It will be easier for us to actually see what all has changed. This has changed. These are all the changes that we have. Let's see if, let's run it first. We'll npm run dev. Let's open it on anti-gravity. La 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 la. Cool. So npm run dev. What is the issue? Is it running somewhere? It might be running here. Let me see. Localhost 3000. No, it is not running. The app is now running at localhost 3000. There are a lot of errors. Nice. So we got a lot of errors. What we'll do is we'll just copy all this and give it to Codex. We'll ask it to fix these errors. Okay, let's take a few questions until this is getting done. You can ask your questions if you have any doubts, if you want to talk about anything, or I can show you other things as well. We can go to this. So it has started working. This is the MVP. This is the build order it has created for us. There are different steps. It has also created the PRD changes. Let's start building this. So you can add multiple skills as well. For example, here I have already added a front end skill, so it is using that for front end skill to work. Me, without CSE degree, 20 LPA plus possible in this market. It'll be tough if you learn more about agents, AI, and things which are relevant in this day, then it might be possible, but it is going to be tough for sure. Yes, it is a free version. You can use Codex for free. What you have to do is you just need to search Codex. You'll find this Codex OpenAI developers. Click on this and click on get started and use any of these. The first one that you can try Codex out with is this chatgpt.com/codex. It is the cloud version for the same, and you can use this to build. Yes. Do you want to restart the local Next.js server? Yes, you want to restart the local Next.js server. It is working, I think now. Let's see. Yes, it is working. As you can see, this is the live version that we have, which is hosted, and this is our local version. So in the live version, as you can see, we have a top button to attach files, and we cannot attach. Currently, we have not created anything, so this got deleted. That was the first bug that was working. Local server wants to see. Yes, kar lo try. No worries. So these were the issues that we found. It removed the attachment button, replaced the broken chart dot symbol. So if I want to write a new script, this is one of the script which I tried out. As you can see, we'll click on new script. This is the new script which started. I want to create a reel on ChatGPT Codex and its features. So it has fixed this also. Earlier, if I'll show you, create a script on ChatGPT Codex. As you can see, the loading of the dot wala symbol is taking a lot of time, and we got the script here. It is still not loading. So I think it fixed these issues. Action visibility and touch accessibility, responsive layout, convert the chart sidebar responsive, temporary on screen, permanent, close the temporary drawer. I think it also did all this. So it is able to actually make changes in a production ready app. This is one of the apps that I've given to my team. I'll also show you that there are people using it as well. As you can see, there are multiple auth requests that have happened. I think there are not many users. There are only 2-3 users as of now. Yeah, there are 3 users currently which are using this because it was built for my internal team so that they can write better scripts. those who have joined recently, like the stream, so we were able to see that Codex can actually fix bugs for your code. Here we are creating a new proper app. So it is asking us to install. We are installing. It has created all the files. So we'll run this too. Let's stop the server because we want to run another app on this. So inspect the local environment, scaffold Next.js, Tailwind, implement a minimalistic real uptime update. It has created that. Verify the app structure and summarize what's ready. So now it is checking the app structure. It has installed all the things, and I think it will be done in another 10-15 minutes. Creating a clone for TryMiles will take a lot of time. It took us 2-3 weeks to actually create this. So if you don't know, this is the current startup that I'm working on. We have raised a seed round, a pre-seed round for this as well. I don't know why the sliding is not working. We can go to the dashboard. For example, these are all the recommendations that are for me. You can chart with all the things that you have saved. You can save anything and everything. You can save LinkedIn posts, you can save Instagram reels, you can save Twitter threads, Reddit posts. You can save anything and everything you want, and you can actually search all this using natural language. For example, if I've saved anything related to food, it should be able to find that for me. So Vietnamese supermarket, affordable food. So anything that I've saved related to food, I was able to get it. You can chat with all these like you do in Notebook LM. How you can do it, you can click on sources, connect all the sources that you have saved, and then chat with it same as you would do in Notebook LM. And we actually extract things out from the things that you save. You can save reels directly by sending DM to Miles. We'll be making this live for everyone pretty soon. We are fixing a few bugs that we have. For example, I shared a few reels related to different books that I want to read, and it like extracted all the books which were mentioned in a particular reel. Similarly for movies, these are the movies that I want to watch. These are some of the courses I should do, the TV series that are there, and things like this. So all of this took some time to build. Do you want me to allow full npm production outside sandbox? Yes. So we talked about the agent.md file. I'll show you what the agent.md file is. We'll open it on VS Code only. Yes, as you can see, it has not created an agent.md file here, so we'll first do that. We'll create a new chart and we'll do /init so that it creates an agent.md file for us. There are many other commands as well. If you will do slash this, you can find code review. You'll turn on fast mode, feedback, IDE. You can add multiple MCP servers. You can choose your model. You can add personality. You can use planning mode, reasoning, status. There are different skills that I have already added. For example, I've added a front end design skill which I use to actually design front ends. There is image generation skill, knowledge capture skill, meeting intelligence, OpenAI docs. There are so many skills that you can use from here directly. Now, for example, I want to do a code review. Review against a base branch, review against the uncommitted changes. So I asked it to just review all the things that we have created so that if there are any bugs, we can actually fix them. So now it should have created a I'll show you in this one. This is the agent.md file that I was talking about as we have gone through it. What you can do is you can add more context and more things inside this. If you want to add some gotchas, for example, when you are doing some work and you feel for this particular repo, there are few things that makes a lot of sense. You can just add gotchas. For Codex and add details here. Don't do XYZ, blah blah blah. You can add all these details here. So this works as a set of instructions for all the agents that run, and when they run, they'll get information from this and use it. I think all this is done. Let's run this and test it out. So the local server is started. We'll click on this. So this is the app which got created. A minimalistic daily read on AI, geopolitics and startups. These are the things that we added. If you remember, start with AI. This is geopolitics. This is startup. This is the archive for the old posts. These are all the bookmarks it has added itself. This is the setting. So I asked it to create a minimalistic app and it created a minimalistic app for us. There are some bugs, as you can see. The full digest color is not working. What you can do is you can just take a screenshot, create a new chat, give the screenshot to Codex. The open full digest button is black and is not visible. So it can actually read your screenshots as well. It will read it, fix the issue. As you can see, this is what we want. The OpenAI model races shifting for raw capabilities to agent reliability. If you want to read this, we'll click on this. We'll find the summary. This changes what buyers want, blah blah blah. Key takeaways, where we can find it. This is just an example domain. So we need to connect it to real things to test it out. So it has fixed this button. We asked it to fix the button and it's done. Let's check. It's still not fixed. So So Trimiles is currently on waitlist. We will make it live pretty soon, so don't worry about it. Give us like I think 1 week. Next week we'll make it live and we'll give access to everyone who wants to try it out. We did not give access to everyone initially because it was costing a lot to us to actually analyze things, save it for you guys. Now we can do it as we are funded, so no worries with that. I don't think it got fixed, so it's still green, still not fixed. When it is highlighted, it becomes green, otherwise it is black, and the text underneath is not visible, readable. So the app is running, did the sanity check, the dev server is running. As we can see, these are the things that happened today. Where is it getting all these things from? Let's ask Codex for that. Where are we getting the latest data from? So there are some of the things that it reviewed and found 3 issues. We can ask it to actually fix these issues as well. So it has just added constant stories as of now. As you can see, it created a basic interface, a JSON file where it is adding all the details, and I think this is not, that is why it is not the latest news. So if we want the latest news, we can update it. Right now we are not pulling any live data. This app is using more content which is stored in library this categorized blah blah blah. So the UI is front end prototype with realistic this. So give me some suggestions. What do we want to change in this? So this is very basic. What all do we want to change? Let's ask Codex to actually change this live for us. What should we change in this app? Change the background color to navy blue. Navy blue might not look good. I think one issue that I see is it has a lot of text and no images, and most of us are visual learners, right? So let's ask it to add more visual appeal or more images to the app. How does that sound? How you can publicize this for everyone? To publicize this, you can do multiple things. One of them is using Reddit to market it. First, let's give our agent some task. I don't like the UI. It has a lot of text. Add more images and visual cues for the user. Add more text. Hierarchy to the app. So as we are not getting any latest information, we can ask it to actually get latest information. We can initially just store it in a JSON file, or later on we can even add Supabase or any other database to keep all the things that you want. I'm going to inspect the current front end. I've confirmed the app is a small Next.js surface, blah blah blah. I'm using design system guidelines, hierarchy, token spacing. I've got enough context properly. I've confirmed that there aren't any existing image assets in the repo. So this it is. Here the implementation plan I'm about to do. Add a small visual system the app can reuse. This can be built using category aware illustration blocks and signal badges. Reduce text density in the UI. Strengthen page hierarchy. Verify the app. Cool. So we will ask it to continue working on this. Also, there are multiple things that you can do with the agents.md file, right? Uh, like there are multiple commands that you can run. There is pnpm test, elist src. This is for your linting errors. Similarly, you can link it to deeper docs. You can add multiple docs. Prefer to, like, add do or don't rules inside your agent.md file. As I said, it's just a markdown file. You can add multiple things inside that. If you have any review expectations, add review expectations as well. You can do that all inside the agents.md file. Always plan before coding. As I showed you, you need to first create a PRD and a plan, and then ask Codex to like run each task one by one. Also, there is a challenge going on where you can submit apps built using OpenAI and your Codex. You can submit your project here, and the top projects get like Codex credits for 6 months. So if you want Codex credits, what you can do is you can go here, you can submit your projects using this form. Once you submit your projects, one of you guys who have seen this live today will get free credits from OpenAI, and I'll help you get those if you build something which they like. Cool. So what you have to do is go to developers.openai.com/showcase. I'll add this link inside description as well. You can go there and use it. Also, if you don't know, Codex is open sourced. You can actually go to their repo. You can actually pick up one of the issues that you see. You can fix those issues and like increase your chances to get hired somewhere. Also, we are excited to launch a 1 million initiative supporting open source project using Codex CLI and the other tools. Grant awarded are 25,000 API credits. You can apply using this to get open source funding as well for your project if you want to build something interesting. Cool. So we have asked it to create here the implementation plan, add small visual cues, reduce the text density, strengthen this. I'm moving into the edit pass now. The main changes are reusable illustration, component tensor, blah blah blah. So now it's thinking it will start working on this. add sounds when it gives responses. Response to what? Create a plan. So we'll use the plan mode here. Turned on plan mode. Create a plan for this and start. So we have asked it to create a plan. Fix the issues. So we'll start a Q&A now. I'm fixing the 3 reviews. This is awaiting a response. Whole app. How broad should this UI refresh be? The whole app. What visual? So when it is working and you have a plan mode, if Codex has any doubts, it asks you. I want it to be more colorful as well. So we'll do a Q&A. 5 minutes. For next 10 minutes we will end the stream at 8:30. So we got the plan. Here are all the changes. I'll ask it to push. Meanwhile, I want to push all this to GitHub. I want to create a new repo in GitHub and push this code. So as you can see, 3 of our agents are running simultaneously. Also, you can add few more things. You can update the config file. I'll show you how you can do that. So this is the file that you have. We will go to CLI and configure our config. We will create a new chat. We'll open terminal here and we'll do config. Config was not found. Acha, I think we'll have to do it here. Yes. So it is updated thoda to. I think images are still not there, but the background color has updated. As you can see, it has a gradient now. When we click on one of these, there are no images even now. So I think, acha, these were the issues. For visual hierarchy, it's still working. I think it has created the gradient for now, which has improved the app for sure, and it is constantly working. Yes, add a config file for this project. I want to add more MCPs. You can add MCPs and you can add multiple skills as well. You can add all the skills using this. For example, if you want to create videos using Codex, you can use, like, you can add the Sora skill. If you want image generation inside it, you can add the image generation skill. For example, I want to use this. I have installed the Sora skill. It's that simple. You can add other skills as well. For example, the playwright skill and the super design skill, and some of the skills that I've already added as well. And you can even create a new skill. You can create plugins. This is a plugin creator. You can use it to create a plugin. And you can even create a new skill using this. The skill creator, help me create a skill. For example, I will ask it to create a skill for creating, for editing videos programmatically. So I think this repo is pushed now. Cool. I think we have talked about most of the things that you can do using your Codex. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the chat. First, ask doubts related to Codex if you have any. If you don't have any doubts related to Codex, then let's do some few random doubts that you have, and then we'll end the stream. Cool. I'll push this to GitHub. I'll push this one to GitHub. You can actually create your own version of this. Fork it, create new. So it has actually added a few visual cues as well, which like it definitely looks better, but it's still not where we want to reach. The button got fixed. Cool, let me stop. Cool, you can ask your questions. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can, and we'll end this at like in 5, 10, 5, 7 minutes. Hey Aditya, yeah, I remember you. Sorry, I was not looking at the chat. I just saw the chat. I hope you guys enjoyed the live session and learned something. Did you like the live session? Hey Karthik, we are not doing live sessions. Really sorry, like not doing podcasts anymore. I'm really sorry, but maybe we'll meet someday offline if I'm in Hyderabad. If you are in Hyderabad, currently I'm in Bangalore, or we can meet in some event for sure. प्लीज़ यार जॉब चाहिए और मुझे कोई आइडिया नहीं है हाउ टू गेट अ जॉब 3L पे भी चलेगा 2 साल हो गए पास आउट हुए चंडीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी से बीटेक कर रहा हूँ what skills do you have bro like what do you know anything have you learned anything do you know how to code like give me some more context so that I can help you out. Yeah Aditya, I have a bottle also which I got from that OpenAI tumbler. Can it make high graphics game? Yes, I think it can make high graphic games. So if you don't know anything, bro, first I think you should learn something, and then try to get a job in that particular field. Try out a few things. Start maybe with like if you have interest in coding to start with coding, like anything. Start with front end, back end, AI, anything that you can find in which you have some idea, some context. हाँ सक्षम it can make high end graphic games. It will take some time for sure, but it can make high end graphic games as well. हेलो भैया थर्ड ईयर इजीली डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाता हूँ 2 महीने से लैंग्वेज फॉर नेक्स्ट मंथ लैंग्वेज एंड देन डिस्ट्रैक्टेड व्हाट टू डू ब्रो आई थिंक if you get distracted like what are you getting distracted with like other languages other tools that are coming like what is the exact distraction that you have or in general you just don't want to learn or if you are getting distracted with random things. फोर्थ ईयर में आने वाला हूँ प्लीज़ कुछ बताओ मुझे क्या करना चाहिए फ्रॉम ज़ीरो सो दैट आई कैन गेट प्लेस थोड़ा कोडिंग आता है थोड़ा टेक का नॉलेज है to get placed you need to find what companies are hiring for go to LinkedIn or go to any hiring platform try to find what exactly companies are hiring for a beginner role and when you find the details what they want try to learn those skills because I know things are changing so fast but the hiring requirement is pretty much the same in the last 5, 6 months. You might have to learn a few new things but the baseline is pretty much the same. So try to find the skills that people are hiring for right now and work on those for the next 3 to 4 months and then start applying. That is how you can get a job. What should be the laptop configuration to run Codex? Is i3? Yes, you can run Codex with any configuration, because most of the things that are happening on cloud. This is just a UI interface for you. So either if you want to use it in browser, you can use it directly in browser as I showed you earlier. If you want to use the app also, even the app is not running any LLM locally. It is actually using cloud only for running the LLM and running the tasks. So don't worry about it. Okay, you can run it with any app. After 2 years career break from my role as a front-end developer, and I'm planning to come back after 6 months, should I continue in full stack or game development using Unreal? I think you should continue with full stack only, because game development is a very different field, will be very different for you, because you will not be able to show any uh, like past records or projects that you have worked on. Are you coming to any event? I'm going to the YC event, which is happening on 18th April in Bangalore. Build an app, how to make it run that website in another person mobile or Chrome. So when you, if you want to run that website in any other person's mobile phone or app, you can just deploy it. To deploy it, try using Vercel. Vercel is one of the easiest way to deploy, or you can even use GitHub pages to do the same. Search Google, use Codex only to help you figure out how you can do that. Okay. मैं डिस्ट्रैक्ट होता हूँ न्यू थिंग से, लाइक मैं फ्रंट एंड कर रहा था, बैक एंड में बस जाने वाला था, देन सब ए आई कर रहे थे. यार डोंट लिसन टू अदर पीपल इज वट आई विल से, बिकॉज there are so many things that might distract you. Try to learn try to complete something that you have already started. Don't jump between different ships, because if you jump between different ships, then you will not be able to learn anything at all. So I know people are talking about AI a lot, but the basic backbone behind AI is always going to be a little bit of back end, a little bit of front end, how you can use it, how you can integrate AI to systems. Just adding a API key and calling it a AI app is not the right way, because if you do that, you are just creating a AI wrapper, right? So if you actually want to create an AI app, you will have to learn what RAG is, how you create graph RAG, normal RAG, vector RAG, how you integrate this, how you do chunking. There are so many other details that you need to learn, but before you will learn all this, you will have to know the basics of backend as well. Cool. So I would recommend you to first continue whatever you are working on and then jump on new skills. Cool. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. It's been a long time since we did any live. I was hoping for more people to join in, but thank you for your time, for taking out 1.5 hours from your busy schedule and joining in for this live. If you have any doubts, you can add your doubts in the comment section. I'll reply to your doubts. And do check out the other videos that I've been making on this channel now. We'll be talking more about AI and what is going on in the industry now. And yeah, thank you so much. See you soon. Tada, bye bye.